Okay, for example 3, we're going to go over a different type of problem. It's going to be 3 to the negative 2 plus 4 to the negative 1 power. Now if I look at this problem, I know that I can't really add these powers until I get it into a form where I can. So I'm going to change these to something that I'm more familiar with. So if I see a negative exponent, I'm going to write it as 1 over 3 squared. And I'm going to write 4 to the negative 1 as 1 over 4 to the first. Now it's in maybe a form that is more familiar, and if you look, it's 3 to the second power is 1 over 9, and 4 to the first power is 4, so this is 1 over 4. And I know if I'm adding fractions, I need a common denominator. And looking at this common denominator, it would be 36. So in order to get this to be 36, I got to multiply by 4 over 4, which is 1. And I can multiply anything by 1. And I need to multiply this by 9 over 9. And I can do that because I'm just multiplying by 1. So I'm keeping the value the same. So what I'll get is 4 over 36 plus 9 over 36. And I know when I add fractions, the denominator stays the same, so it will be 13 over 36, which will not reduce at all. So that's my mistake. Okay, if you have any questions, pause and rewatch, or write any questions down on the left side, and we'll go over it in the morning. All right, for example 4, I have 6c squared d to the 5th over 7c to the 4th d to the negative 3. And when I look at this problem, you could do the quotient of powers, but that's not the way we want to show you. What we want to do is our goal is to get all the same letters on the same side of the fraction. So for example, let's say I want all the C's on the top and all the D's on the bottom. So again, let's write this down. I want all the letters on the same side of the fraction. So let's say I wanted to move the 6 over 7 is just going to be 6 over 7. But let's say I wanted all the C's on the top. So I know C squared is already on the top, but to move C to 4th to the top, the exponents have to change signs. So it'll be C to the negative 4. I hope you heard that. C to the negative 4. Okay? On the bottom, I have D to the negative 3 already, and I want to move the D to the 5th to the bottom. So I'm going to write this as D to the negative 5. Okay, so now that I have the same letters on the same side, I can just multiply powers like Mr. Doan showed you in the first example. Okay, so I'm going to add these exponents. So c to the squared times c to the negative 4 is c to the negative 2. And d to the negative 3 times d to the negative 5 is going to be d to the negative 8. Okay? And I'm not done because I still have negative exponents. I have to get rid of it. So I'm going to have no negative exponents. So if I move this to the top and this to the bottom, I'm going to have 6d to the 8th over 7c squared. And that's the final answer.